the Gashkatuyang, the Ojibwe Minoa, the Gabit, the Ijijigan, Yo. The Tumni we Quinoa, Jesus. Mia Amana do the Coswad and the Shinabane, Ama in the Sogisha Minoa. We how when Gaiwin Anangukag, Nimi Kanamag, Ningi Manidu, Widikawishana, Widikawiyam, the Minabimadaziam, Making. I'm great.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We really want to thank all of our tribal entities who are represented today. My name is Sarah Ross Courte. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the social worker here at the Oreilles. And first I want to thank Katie Berger, our guidance counselor. This was her idea. She really kind of helped us put things together, and of course Jason Bissonette has really been the key stakeholder. He's been our guide, getting us going on all of our efforts. We started out last year with, actually the year before, with a murdered and missing women, Indigenous women's task force group here at school. And we had a bunch of young ladies on fire to raise awareness for the true epidemic in the United States and in First Nations in Canada for all of the murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls. So we worked with that group, and then thankfully the legislature followed suit, and they created they had a bill in Assembly and in the Senate for the creation of a task force. So what we are hoping will happen through that task force is that people who are the boots on the ground, people like yourselves, and one of our appointees, Michelle Bodine, who could not be here today, she was actually appointed to the task force, so we're really excited that we are truly going to be represented here at the Oreilles. So what will happen with that group is they will make the decisions on how things are going to change systemically in lots of different areas, including child welfare, law enforcement, all the different ways where murdered and missing Indigenous women should be identified. And we have the great hope that we will continue to bring awareness not only here at the school, but on the entire reservation, so that we all can be a part of this movement. This epidemic is something that really gets brushed under the rug. It's something that people just don't pay attention to, and we absolutely have a role to play. We know students, former students, we have family members, we have friends, we have lots of people in our lives that have been affected by this. So we are absolutely doing everything we can, and with the students, we can do anything because they're amazing. And we're looking forward to making as much of an impact as we can.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Minwebe gishkukai, Indigenous cause, Gibakwa ganin and Dunjaba, Makwa, Nandunde. Nimiwe dam, Wabaminan, Oma, Nukum. What I said was, my Ojibwe name is Music in the Sky Woman, and I come from the Biddy Boy Dam area, and I come from the Bear Clan. And the last thing I said is I am so happy to see everybody here today. It makes me feel really good, and it makes all of us that work here feel good to see everybody here. I was asked to speak for just a little while, because I'm not one of them long-winded ones, for sure. But they asked me to speak, and because this has something I've held close to my heart for quite some time, I knew there was women out there that had been missing in the background. You hear it every once in a while, but it wasn't until about 4 or 5 years ago that all of a sudden it just hit me. Like, oh my God, these women are gone forever, as far as we know. And it just struck such a strong feeling within me and within my spirit. It was just so very sad. And also my granddaughter Melina, she kind of supported that with me. And she's done a lot of research. It's close to her heart. And my grandson Brennan, it's close to his heart also. And one of the things they said to me that struck me like, I don't know, a ton of bricks, was, Grandma, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. And it just like, wow, that could have been me. It could have been one of my daughters. It could have been my granddaughter. And how would we, as a family, a community, ever be able to do that without our women? And there are so many women, young and old, that are missing. Boom. Disappeared. They don't know where they went. They don't know what happened to them. Are they still alive? I mean, this is just such a huge, huge thing in our Indian communities across the nation in the United States and Canada. And it's so sad that all these facts are just kind of brushed under the rug. No one was really made aware of this, of how many, many, many women are missing. So I just want to bring to our young people especially, and I know when you're young you feel so invincible, like I'm Superwoman, I'm Superman, nothing can happen to me, And then when you think about it, when you get home tonight, and you're in your laptop or in your room or whatever, think about that. What would happen if I lost my mom, my auntie, my grandma, my sister? What would you do? And our young women, be careful, please. You are not invincible. You can be gone just like that. It's so scary, and I wanted to bring this to the front of all of our community here, and I know there's talking about this all across the United States, is be careful. Please be careful. Don't walk alone at night. Don't go anywhere by yourselves. Always make sure everybody knows where you're going. Your cell phone number. Call if you need a ride. Anybody. Just don't go anywhere alone, because this is real. This wasn't real to me, like maybe it isn't to some of you today. This wasn't like, I thought about it, I heard about it, but it never really hit me until about 5-6 years ago. And since then, I've just tried to bring awareness to young people, families, to let them know that our women are precious. They are the gift givers. They are the ones who hold life, and they are the future of our tribe. They are the ones that are going to give birth to women, our boys and girls who are going to keep our tribe going. So please, please be careful. When you go to the mall, you girls, make sure you're together. When you go anywhere, make sure your family knows where you are. Because it's got, if you put yourself in these families' places, it's got to be the most horrible place to be. And it really strikes close to my heart, because I have so many family members that are women. So with that, I just wanted to say that I want to bring awareness to everybody, and when you go back to your communities or your homes and your families, spread the word. Let them know that we are doing everything we can here to bring awareness to our community, to our people, to our young children, our families. And then so they can spread awareness, and they can spread awareness, and they can spread awareness. I really, really can't say enough to you all to be sure that you take care of each other. Your brothers, your young sons, take care of your sisters. Watch out for your daughters. Watch out for your children. Make sure you know where they are all the time. This comes from a mother and a grandmother who fears all the time that something like this might happen. I hope to God it never does, because it is a very scary place to be. So, with that being said, I said I wasn't going to be long-winded, and I promised I wasn't. But I just want to say Chimigwich to everybody that showed up here today. I so appreciate you all. Chimigwich.
Yeah, I'm going to have to follow that now. Okay. As you all are aware, Native Americans are 2.5 times more likely to experience violent crimes, and at least 2 times more likely to experience rape or sexual assault in comparison to other ethnic groups, according to the Department of Justice. I do know that Violence Against Women Act and Tribal Law and Order Act have helped to identify the high rate of violence here in Indian country. However, gaps still remain. There are challenges across multiple sectors in which federal, state, tribal, and local governments share responsibilities. It is vitally important that we remain vigilant and continue to build accurate data that can be provided to Congress, the public, and most importantly, our people. The efforts can help to address the criminal justice needs in Indian country. And in solidarity, we are thinking of our sisters who have gone missing or murdered. We plant these tulips now, and in the spring we will watch them blossom. It is not only a time to heal, but it is also a time for us to unite and continue to speak up for what has happened in our communities for years. I am a mom, an auntie, a we'en, and a daughter. It is our job to stand up and protect our children from these acts of violence. Thank you.
So I think we're about at that point where this was going to be a quick, just a quick ceremony. So again, the hope is just to bring a more community awareness. So at this time, we do have some bulbs. If anyone would care to plant one, that would be great. If not, that's okay too. And like I said, every group that's represented here, we would like to bring, we would like to give you some bulbs for your own place to plant. So again, the hope is that we have this honoring and this remembrance everywhere we go. We all have a voice here. We all have a voice. No one should take anyone's power away. And we all have a voice, and being able to reach out and take care of each other, right? So I think Lorraine's giving me the high sign. Lorraine says she won't be long.
Bonjour. I'm so thankful to be here with you today. This is a very, very serious issue among Indian Nation, Indian country. At the national level, they are finally seeing what's happening to Native people. They are finally understanding what has been taking place for many years. They are finally noticing us. So there's action being taken, like it's been mentioned already, at all levels. But in our community, we have to protect our people. We have to watch over each other. We have to stop what's taking place. There are those out there who are hurting our people and are killing our people, and they do not care. They are grasping those who are vulnerable, those who may be lost, those who may be hurting, and they are grabbing them. Like Rhonda said, we will never see some of them again. This is reality. This is what's happening. We want to educate you and bring that awareness strongly to you. You are precious to us. We'll watch over you the best way we can to keep you safe. I'm very happy to see. I can't always be here. Sometimes I have to do things nationally through the state, and I try to get out of the community when I can. I like to be here to see when things are happening. So again, I'm thankful to be here so you get this message. Listen to what's being told to you. Very powerful. If you do not have a sister, others do. You have your mothers, your grandmothers. Someday you'll have daughters. Keep teaching. Keep letting them know, be safe. Have those safeguards and measures. Watch over each other. Things can happen real quick. We have the twin ports right down the road. It's one of the avenues they are taking to take our women away. It doesn't matter what age. We have those out there who brag about that. Well, I'll get $20,000 for this one. I'll get $10,000 for that one. Boys and girls. We have to keep each other safe. I didn't want to take up much time, but we as leaders support all these efforts. Thank you for all of you who are organizing this. Keep that moving forward. All the young people who are taking action on this, keep moving forward. Keep sending that message out there to others who are not here. Keep them safe. Carry that message all over wherever you go. With that, I'd like to say, Chi Miigwech, and take care and be safe.
So, like I said, if anyone would like to come up and plant one, we have bulbs that we're planning on planting here. I've never planted a bulb before. Katie ordered these things, so if they turn out to be onions, it's entirely possible. So, but if anyone would like to come up, Mike, would you like to do a song? Can we do this and sing at the same time? Oh, all right. Let's figure this out.
How's it going?